Merry Christmas!
Hi, Mary Lou. How are you?
I'm doing good, thanks.
Good. Mary Lou, I welcome you to our podcast where we share our memories and the magic of Christmas. Mary, what would you like to share today?
Well, I have so many memories of beautiful Christmases, and my first memory that comes to mind is the year that my parents got me the most wonderful present I think I've ever could remember as a child. It was a big doll, and her name was Patty Playpal, and she was probably as tall as me or close to as tall as me. She was like 3 feet tall, and the fun part about it is that we opened all our gifts. I have two sisters and a brother, and we opened all our gifts that Christmas morning. And my mom said to me, "Oh, Mare, I'm so cold. Would you run upstairs and get my robe?" And I ran upstairs to get her robe in her closet, and behind her robe was this big Patty Playpal doll that was hidden up there, but she was so big my parents couldn't have ever have wrapped her up. And she was the most beautiful doll I've ever seen, and she was big and her hair was long, and I was so excited, and I carried her with me wherever I went. I slept with her in my bed. She was the best doll I ever had, and I was so excited to get that. The other funny memory is my brother used to, being a brother and being an older brother, he used to walk in the room and abuse my poor baby doll,
Oh,
and he'd
no.
go over and punch her in the face or pull her hair. And oh my gosh, he used to torture me taking shots at my poor Patty Playpal. But I loved her, and that was such a great memory when I was little.
Isn't that beautiful? What type of doll was she, Mary Lou?
She was just, she was not a baby doll. She was more like a toddler. And she was
Hmm.
very stiff. Her arms wouldn't bend, her legs didn't bend, but her arms moved.
Hmm.
So she she was really hard to, have her sit next to you, or, have her in bed because she was so stiff. But she was beautiful because her eyes opened and closed, and you could
Hmm.
brush her hair. And she just kind of looked like me because she had dark hair and she had blue
Hmm.
eyes like I did. So I just loved her. I loved her until the day she fell apart. So which I think was like not too long after I got her. I know it was Christmas when I got her, and I think in the summer she started to fall apart and
Oh,
break.
that soon? Did she
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, because and then my father tried to fix her, and she never was the same. Her head would just fall off and her arm would fall off. But while I had her, I enjoyed her and loved her.
Oh,
And
Mary Lou, that's beautiful.
yeah. And then I have another really nice memory. When I got a little older, uh, we would have family midnight mass. We would go to mass with in our parish, and we were old enough to enjoy Christmas on a different level.
Mm.
We would come home from mass, and all the presents would be underneath the tree. And we didn't go to bed. We would sit up that whole night and unwrap presents. And we were a family that didn't unwrap our presents all at the same time. We would take time, and each person had their chance to open a gift, and everybody delighted in seeing them open it and enjoy the excitement that they had. And we all took turns, and that was really fun. So we stayed up to the wee hours of the morning, and it was just even more magical because we never turned the lights on. It seemed to me it was very dark, and just sat by
Mhm.
the
Christmas tree.
tree lights, the Christmas lights, and that was even more fun. So when I got married, it was very difficult for me to not um, open all our gifts at night. To open gifts
Hmm.
in the morning was a little strange for me, during the
Uh-huh.
daylight. So that was funny. Um, Another memory is that our our sixth child, was born December 20th. So I was in the hospital having him, and in the hospital was all decorated and,
Hmm.
Christmas decorations. And then when I brought him home, which was probably the 22nd, um,
Hmm.
my husband had gone to the store and gotten the biggest Christmas stocking that he could find, and we were able to put little Ryan inside the stocking. And that was a real fun thing because with his brothers, he had five older brothers, and their stockings were all the same size. But Ryan, being the youngest, and being that we could fit him inside the stocking when he was an infant, his stocking was always the biggest. And
No.
so it was really cute to see them all lined up on the fireplace, five
That's
stockings and then
adorable.
one real huge one. And yeah, so and then because he was a year old the following Christmas, he
Mhm,
just started to walk. So we have movies of us decorating the tree on Christmas Eve, which was our tradition, and him taking his very first steps. Um,
oh my gosh.
and all his older brothers were sitting around in a circle, and one would pick him up and steady him on his feet, and then he'd run across and try to take his first steps over to the next brother, and they'd hold him up, and then he'd walk over to the next brother. So that was
Oh
real
my God.
exciting for him to take
Oh,
his first
that's,
steps.
well, you have a lot of good memories about Christmas.
Yeah, I do. I
Oh,
really
that's
do.
really good. Well, thank you, Mary Lou. I really appreciate that. That's adorable. I
Well,
love
one
that.
one more little story.
Oh,
I just
sure.
wanted to add the most special mass that I think we ever experienced with the kids
Mhm,
was our parish was St. Peter Celestine in Cherry Hill, and they had a special song that they taught all the children, and it was called Happy Birthday, Baby Jesus. And
mhm,
on Christmas Eve, when they had the children's mass, they had all the children, they turned all the lights out after mass was over, and they had a big cake that they put at the altar and lit all the candles, and the children all knew that song, Happy Birthday, Baby Jesus. And they asked the children to have gifts for the babies that are in our community that didn't
mhm,
have anyone to buy for. So each child would bring up a gift and put it around the floor in front of
mhm,
the big birthday cake. So the whole altar was completely surrounded by gifts from the children while they were singing Happy Birthday, Baby Jesus. It was so moving and it made such an impact on every one of the children that were there, and but probably even more so to the adults. It was just
right.
a very special time in
Mhm.
in their lives and our lives. And that song has continued on. I've taught it to every one of my grandchildren, and we sing it continuously through the Christmas season. So
Oh, isn't
um,
that cool?
yeah, so that's all my memories.
Do
So
you want to sing it now?
happy birthday, baby Jesus. Even when your
Birthday.
birthday's through, all year long we'll remember each precious gift we get from you. And we'll sing fa la la la, la 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 la. He was born on Christmas Day. Fa la la la, la 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 la. He brings so much joy our way.
Love
Sounded
it.
a lot better than that on the record, but
That's wonderful. Oh, Mary, thank you so much.
well, you're so welcome.
Yeah,
It's such,
beautiful song. Yeah,
oh, well, thank you so
yeah.
much.
Well, enjoy your Christmas that's coming up.
Well, thank you so much, and
Or
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas!